So Korean glass skin, it's one of the hottest trends. I'm going to show you how to get bouncy, luminous, hydrated skin using Mary Kay products and really whatever products you have, because I'm going to demystify this for you today. So let's talk about it. You've probably seen it on TikTok or Instagram. You may have been invited to a presentation where someone tells you you have to do 14 products in order to get glass skin. Just not necessary. So I have been diving in. I've been in the skincare industry with Mary Kay for almost 23 years. So I've been around a lot, and sometimes I don't see all the trends because I'm very focused on what I'm doing, which is teaching people how to take great care of their skin at every age and every stage of life. So I have been seeing lots of things about that. I've been seeing we have Korean beauty inspired products in our line because our product line is sold in 37 international markets, including different places in Asia. In fact, recently I gained a new customer here in Hawaii who used to be a beauty consultant in South Korea. So, Hunji, hi. Hi, I'm so proud to know you. And it is exciting to be able to dive into that, especially because living in a very multicultural place, it's important for me to keep on trend with the latest in beauty trends. So, the good news is you don't really need a 10-step routine or super expensive products. So, let's talk about some different ways that you can achieve this. And I'm going to break it down for you what glass skin really is. First and foremost, here's what I'm going to tell you is that women in Asia, beauty lovers in Asia, are far more likely to invest time in their skincare routine than women, particularly in America. And I'm going to tell you right now that the problem is not what kind of products you're using. The problem is, are you using your products in the correct order and are you getting everything you need from your products? So, real quick, I'm going to change my layout. Let me see if I can turn off my background so that it's easier for me to share products. First and foremost, you have to be properly cleansing your skin. I recently was interacting with a woman in her 40s who was complaining about the way her skin looks. And then I said, well, what do you wash your face with? And she said, whatever shampoo falls on my face and a washcloth. Then she proceeded to tell me she doesn't shower or wash her hair every day. Okay, so step number 1, cleansing twice a day. Now you may think, I've got my facial cleanser. What else do I need? Well, I kind of went on a diatribe on my last unboxing video about double cleansing. And when I broke down the K beauty trends, really the key is double cleansing. And whether you're using makeup remover or you're using micellar water or both, that's really the key to get your skin as clean as possible. So micellar water, and this is a trial size one. I'm going to talk about budget options for your Korean glass skin and how you can get the most bang for your buck from your Mary Kay products, or add in things that are not going to cost an absolute fortune. So let's start with this. You need to be cleansing your skin with a cleanser that is for skin, not your shampoo, not dish soap, not what you wash your body with, for your facial skin. Your face is different. The skin on your face gets more exposure. It's just not the same thing as everything else. It doesn't necessarily grow as much hair. It has all kinds of things in the environment hitting it. Next, you need to be using micellar water. Even if you're not wearing makeup all the time, use your micellar water to remove the layer of stuff that sits on your face. Now, if you're a glasses wearer like I am, like my kids are, you know that by the end of the day, there's a film on your glasses. That same film is right here on your skin. And if you go to bed without washing your face, without taking that off, your skin is going to absorb it. It's going to absorb impurities, And then if you don't wash it in the morning, it releases toxins at night. And if it just sits there, it's going to absorb. So you need to be using micellar water. It's going to remove twice its weight in impurities. When this first came out, I was like, special water to wash your face with? Are you kidding me with this? I don't need that. And then I came to understand, in fact, I've been doing this regularly in preparation for this video. I've been using my oil-free makeup remover to remove all of my waterproof makeup, because even right now I'm wearing mascara and lipstick and I've got my eyebrows on. I'm going to do a couple more things for a basic face so that you can see the difference. But you've got to be cleansing. You've got to be using multiple things in order to cleanse your face. So that's the real problem. I hear people all the time talk about how, well, I don't wash my face because when I do more stuff comes out of my skin and my skin breaks out. Baby girl, those things are already living in your skin. They're already there. You just have been walking around with them in your pores, not aware. So let's clean it out. We're going to deep clean the closets of your pores, and we're going to help them stay shrunken, closed, not huge, so that when stuff comes on your face, we're going to take it all off, and then it's not going to go straight into your pores. The second thing that I really noticed with the glass skin trend, I'm looking for something specific, is plenty that they're using toner. Now, toner, astringent, freshener, this is about as basic as you get. I remember being at my very first Mary Kay party when I was 11, 12 years old, and my Sunday school teacher at Jefferson Baptist Church was teaching us how to take good care of our skin. And there was a toner in the basic set. And I never really used mine. Now, I didn't have terrible skin like my sister did. So I got away with a lot. But this is the number one thing that I'm noticing is the toner is like pH balancing the pool. So you can swim in the pool, in the hot tub, without getting the chemical levels right. But after a while, it's going to smell and it's going to do weird things to your skin and hair. So you definitely want to be adding toner. And we have a great basic balancing toner. It's about $20 for this giant bottle. And I notice a real difference when I use it. In fact, what's interesting is I'm using my micellar water to take my makeup off, using my makeup remover, I'm cleansing my skin, and then I'm using this astringent on top of it, and I still notice a little bit of like gray dirt that is there. Okay, other thing you need to be doing is more exfoliation. Now, if you're using a product like the Time-Wise 4-in-1 cleanser that has a gentle daily exfoliator in it, good for you. This is a great thing. We have a lovely exfoliator that is in our Mary Kay basic set that you can use to get for daily exfoliation if you're like me and you use the repair cleanser that's a foaming cleanser without an exfoliator in it. And there are some extra things you can do. So let me tell you, because this is really the heart of glass skin, is using some of these extra things. I've got a lot of customers who use basic skincare. They do either their 4-step cleanse, exfoliate, tone, moisturize, or they use the Time-Wise Miracle Set, and they use the cleanser and the antioxidant moisturizer, and they even use the day and night solution, but they refuse to do any kind of extra exfoliation or extra serums. And then they complain because they've been using the same routine for 10, 20 years, and their skin just isn't getting as good results as it did in their 20s, 30s, 40s. And here's my thought on that. You need more stuff on your face. I need the amount of vitamins and supplements and medications that I need in order to keep my body going in my 40s, going into my 50s. It's just a lot more. So you've got to be doing all of those things. So let me talk to you really quick about exfoliation. We're going to add this screen to the stage. Now I do have, oopsie, I do have our wheel of names right here, and we will be getting to the wheel of names for sure. Don't you worry about that. Where did she go? But first, we're going to go over to my Mary Kay website. There's a lot of things on here, and you really can't see a ton with the size of everything here. But on this website, there's all kinds of products that you can search. Most importantly, you can go all the way back down here to the Skin Analyzer, to Mary Kay apps. It's right underneath my picture, and the Skin Analyzer app. Now, this is a really powerful tool that is going to give you 4 different biometric reports that's going to help you know what's going on with your skin, or what will be going on with your skin if you continue as you have been. It's also going to give you lots of product recommendations for different supplements that you should be using. And I encourage you to utilize this tool. If you go to your doctor's office, your dermatologist's office, they're going to charge you like $300 to do the same type of biometric feedback with you, and it's free. You can do this on my Mary Kay website. In fact, if you do the Skin Analyzer and send me your results, I will enter you into the drawing for September 2025, and I will send you a sample packet and some customized recommendations that will help. So let's go back. Let's talk about, I recently did my own Skin Analyzer in preparation for starting a new product. And let's talk a little bit about extra exfoliation. There's a couple of levels. We've got our great exfoliating scrub that's part of the Mary Kay line. I used it this morning. In fact, one of the things I've realized, we got to Hawaii and my skin is loving the humidity because it's naturally dry. But I noticed that I have a lot more, of course, I've got more dark spots, sunspots, sun damage. And then I get a lot more clogged pores right here. And I thought to myself, oh my gosh, what's happening? And then I realized it's because I'm outside year round, at least four times a week at the beach. I spend time outside every day instead of rarely going outside or only going from the house to the garage to my car into somewhere, as I had done in a colder weather climate. So exfoliation, we talked about daily exfoliation, why it's important. Let's talk about some of your options for weekly exfoliation. And I don't know if I've got all the right products, but one of the things I've always been obsessed with, is the facial peel. Now, I was sitting in my hairdresser's chair on National Facial Peel Day, and I was like, it's National Facial Peel Day. And I thought, oh my gosh, well, she's a beauty person, so she probably loves that kind of stuff. Wrong. She is still scarred from seeing Samantha on Sex and the City get the facial peel, and that made her turn all red. And you know what? Exfoliation is not like that at all anymore. So this one has glycolic acid. This is going to give you the same type of results as like a microdermabrasion treatment, which is also a great option, but it's a little hard to get it off your face. It's like little sand grains, and some people's faces are too sensitive. So this is a great option. The Clinical Solution Resurfacer is a great option for extra exfoliation that you can do once to twice a week as needed. And if you've gotten your brand new Mary Kay catalog, it's going to feature the new retinol 0.3 product, which is vitamin A derivative that is going to speed up your skin's cell turnover rate. And it is sensitive, it's safe enough to use every day. Now, do pay attention to retinol. If you're pregnant or nursing, you may want to choose a different option at this time. So we talked about double cleansing. We talked about extra exfoliation. Here is the other thing that you really need in order to get the results that you want, the Korean glass skin trend, to get fluffier, softer, more radiant skin. You really need extra hydration and you need a collagen builder. So there's a few extra things that I'm going to talk to you about. And then I'm going to go through routines that you can do depending on your budget. I'm looking for one product. Got my product cart right here. Make sure to comment if you're watching this video. That's the only way that I know that you're here. The streaming software I'm using doesn't always show me the comments live. And I still get really nervous. So sometimes I don't pause to see who's commenting. So let me do that real quick. Who's commenting? Anybody commenting? No, nobody loves me yet. That's okay. I can see that there's people watching, so make sure to drop a little hello. Send me a question if you have it, and I'll try and answer it here on air, or I'll comment back later on. Okay, but let's talk about hydration. This is the last really, hydration and collagen banking, which is the really big important things. So there's a lot of great serums that you can use, but my two favorite for adding extra to collagen to your routine this is my oldie but goodie, Replenish Plus C and E. Vitamin C is one of the things that really helps your skin, and it's not found anywhere at all naturally. So we really need to add that into our routine. The other collagen boosting serum is your Advanced Lifting Serum from the TimeWise Repair Kit. Now, when this kit came out in 2012, and it was $199 for 5 steps, and this product was $69, I thought, who is going to buy this? Is anyone going to buy this but me? And it's my best-selling product. In fact, this is my #1 reordered product, is the Advanced Lifting Serum. And it does have a little thing right here that tells you just how much is in it so that you can take care of it. I'm going to add this to my skin right now. I did my whole facial routine, did all of my scrubbing and stuff like that, but I did not add all my serums yet, and my skin is kind of screaming at me. So we're going to go like this. A dot is a lot. You don't need a ton of this product. Now I'm going to concentrate it mostly in the triangle of youth, where I really need the collagen boost. But thanks to semaglutide medications and weight loss after 40, I can use it everywhere. But you can see how far that went. So a dot is a lot of the lifting serum. You can layer these two serums. You absolutely can. It's a matter of your budget and the time constraints that you are willing to do. Now, the other great vitamin C serum that we have is in our Clinical Solutions line. It comes in a cute little bottle like this, and it's vitamin C plus resveratrol, which is in all of our TimeWise products as well. Resveratrol is. You can look that up on my website. It'll tell you more about what the ingredients do. I am not really a science person, and it's the end of the week, so all my science words are gone for this week. But you can definitely find that information. So last but not least is extra hydration. So I would say overall, you want to be doing, even if you have oily skin, at night, you want to be doing more hydration because your skin is going to receive nourishment and release toxins. So let's talk about 3 of my favorite ways to get extra hydration into your routine that will not break the bank. First, we have our antioxidant moisturizer. We have it for both normal to dry and combination skin. I also really love all the creams in the TimeWise Repair. That's what I personally use. They're nice, thick. You pump them up through the thing. But the other thing, some of the other easy steps are oil-free hydration gel. This one is kelp-based. It's really lovely. It's really light. It's appropriate for all skin types. And it's the product that I have on my makeup table for when I'm putting on makeup later on in the day to go to a meeting or an event, and I need a little extra hydration boost. It just glides right in. This is so gentle that this was the very first moisturizer that I used on my children when they were babies. And I have a cousin whose skin used to be so acne prone that any kind of hydration would totally break her out. This was the secret to getting Alicia where she needed to be for her wedding, which has now been 20 or more years ago. Wow, I can't believe how long you guys have been married. And then third and finally, you guys have seen me demo this oil, this Mary Kay Naturally oil. It's got new packaging that has recently been released, so it's actually going to be pink. But this oil is a blend of almond and olive, and there's one other one. There's no coconut in this. I just had a new customer, ask me about coconut oil derivatives, and there are a lot in a lot of beauty products. This one is free of that. It is light enough that it is absorbed right into my hands. And this giant bottle, I believe, is $60. Check the prices, guys, because I've been in Mary Kay for so long that I don't remember what the prices actually are anymore. So always check the prices. It's a reasonable price. It lasts a really long time. So let me just check and see where I'm at in my notes, because we got to keep me on track. Okay. Ooh. All right. Now we're going to talk about the routines at every price point. We're going to do glow on a budget, and this one is under $100. Now, here's what I'm going to tell you is that if you first thing you need is some kind of basic skincare routine. And whether we're talking about the Mary Kay line, the basic line that has a cleanser, a toner, an exfoliator, and a hydrator in it, or whether we're talking about Repair or the Miracle Set, they all come in these travel size kits. So the best way, if you're starting from scratch, get a travel size skincare kit. This will run you between $22 and $28 for a month's worth of skincare. Now, the other thing I didn't talk about is charcoal mask. This is one of the most recommended things. Is in the exfoliation category, but it's really going to pull stuff out of your pores. So I would start with a mini skincare, a charcoal mask, and I would add on extra hydration. Oh, you know what? I missed talking about my favorite hydration serum. It's the Ceramide Hydrator from Clinical Solutions. This has saved my bacon for so many years. You can just watch it drop in. All of these Clinical Solutions products, they're only about $38. And this will last you, depending on your usage, it's going to be between 8 and 12 weeks. So it should take care of whatever the season that you're in is. So I would suggest buying your full size products of the extra things you need: exfoliation, your hydration, your skincare minis, and then you can choose as your gift with purchase things like eye makeup remover or micellar water as a free gift with purchase when you spend $40 or more. And that's your best way to get everything you need under $100. So your next price point is in the $150 to $200 level. And if you're investing a little bit more in yourself because there's more things you need, you're going to start with your double cleanse with your micellar water and your Time-Wise Repair. And then you want to add in your Time-Wise your Time-Wise Miracle Set. Then you want to add in your facial peel twice a week and give your skin that extra moisture boost with the Ceramide Hydrator. Finish it all off with your antioxidant moisturizer. This is really going to give you everything you need for about $200. And this is about 6 months worth of product. Now, girl, if you want the full VIP experience, you're going to go all out. We're going to do makeup remover. We're going to do micellar water. This is going to run you about $250 plus. So I'm just giving you this warning. Makeup remover, micellar water, cleanser of your choice. You're going to use your facial peel and your charcoal mask. You're going to alternate them. And then you're going to layer on your serums. You're going to use all of them. You're going to use Ceramide Hydrator. You're going to use vitamin C. And you want to add on those biocellulose masks that I rave about and use those once a week. And then you're going to make sure to use a really thick nighttime cream like the one that comes in the Time-Wise Repair Or I've got some other options that are nice and thick, including our classic extra emollient night cream. But you do want to make sure to add the oil, this essential oil, in your moisturization routine to just give it that extra glow up the top, especially when if you're coming to me from the US mainland and it's about to be fall, y'all, which we love. We love a little pumpkin spice moment, but it brings some really cold temperatures. So it's time to